Hi everyone, I welcome you all for one more class of chemistry. So, in the last session, or in the last hour, we saw, or we have started the chapter itself, that is some basic concepts of chemistry. In that regard, we have just, in the last class, I have just explained, about chemistry, and then I have introduced you six different branches of chemistry, right? So, number one, you can take any branch that means organic chemistry. So, we will see today, we will see the definition and all about these different branches of chemistry. So, this is the first branch we can say organic chemistry, and we all know what is organic chemistry. So, here see in the periodic table, there are 118 or 118 plus elements are known till date, right? But by taking only one carbon, we have separated one chemistry itself. Why? Because the property of the carbon, right? So, organic is nothing but just about the carbon and its compounds, we can say. It is a branch of chemistry which deals with the study of carbon and its compounds. Right? Very important. Carbon, it is a branch of chemistry. It is a branch of chemistry which deals with the it is a branch of chemistry which deals with the carbon and its compounds. Very important. Carbon and its compounds. So this chemistry just deals about the carbon and the carbon compounds. I mean, carbon can form a compound with, I mean, different carbon compounds. One we can say you already studied in your SSLC. That means carbon and its compounds, right? So organic chemistry is a branch of chemistry which deals with the study of, or which deals with the study, which deals with the study of, sorry, the sentence is wrong, with deals, which deals with the study of, sorry, with the study of carbon, continue, carbon and its compounds, right? So carbon is a very special type of element which is present in our periodic table. Why? Because I will just remind you, you already know carbon can undergo isomerism. It shows two to three unique characters. And that type of unique character will not be shown by any other element present in the periodic table. So that's why this carbon is very important for our chemistry. And what are the natural things we get in our nature or in our earth crust? They are just the organic, right? Natural things are nothing but what we call is organic, and this is the branch of what chemistry one we can see. And for your first year and second year, this organic chemistry plays a very important role, right, for your main examinations. And nearly in your second year, nearly 43 marks, that means the highest marks will be they in your question paper from organic chemistry only, right? So next next is inorganic chemistry. So second branch we can say inorganic chemistry. What is inorganic chemistry? So inorganic is nothing but organic means what we said, carbon and its compounds. It is a branch of chemistry which deals with the studies of all the compounds except what? Carbon. That is nothing but the inorganic chemistry. So inorganic chemistry is nothing but it is a branch of chemistry. It is a branch of chemistry which deals with the study of all the compounds and elements. Sorry, compounds means enough. Compounds except carbon, right? Except carbon. That means here we won't take any example of carbon. Such a type of chemistry is called as inorganic chemistry, right? I repeat, it is a branch of chemistry which deals with the study of all the compounds except what? Carbon and its compounds. I mean, here we study about all the compounds present in our nature except what? Carbon. That means all the element what are present in a periodic table we get those elements from what? From the nature itself. But in nature, in more percent, we get the carbon compounds, right? Human beings are also having carbon compounds, or I mean, trees, other animals, whatever you take, they have carbons, right? But except those compounds, what are the simple examples of inorganic chemistry, right? So, simple examples we can take salts, right? All these salts, you can say NaCl, you can take aluminium sulfate, calcium carbonate, right? Barium sulfate, calcium chloride, calcium carbonate. These all are the salts. That means in those salts we don't have any carbon. Such study of chemistry is nothing but what? Inorganic chemistry. In inorganic chemistry, we won't study about what? Carbon. Such chemistry is nothing but what? Inorganic chemistry. Right? So now coming to the third branch of chemistry, that is physical chemistry, right? Third one, physical chemistry. Physical chemistry. This is also very important chemistry, right? Again, it is a branch of chemistry which deals with the study of what? Fundamental principles, right? Branch of chemistry, same thing you right, and then directly it is a branch of chemistry which deals with the study of fundamental principles. Fundamental principles, right? In case of our chemistry, right, we see the n number of reactions, right? Either in our body, or we see the reactions around us, right? Definitely, when we add some amount of water in a sugar molecule, or or in the salt, definitely there is a reaction, right? Because of reaction only, it is those are getting dissolved in the water molecule, right? So that means we decide whether that reaction is fast or slow, whether what are the principles involved behind that, right? And why some of the matters are solid, why some of the matters are liquid. What is the reason? Why means we won't give about why, but what is the reason why they are having a very close packing? Constituent particles are very closed in case of solid. Like physically, whatever we see in the form of principles, those we will study in the one more branch of chemistry, that is called a physical chemistry. In physical chemistry, one we can prepare or one we can convert a chemical energy into electrical energy. You have a very best chapter in the next year, that is electrochemistry. In that chapter we have this concept. I mean, how to generate or how to convert chemical energy into electrical energy with the help of galvanic cell, right? So such things we study in case of what? Physical chemistry. And physical chemistry is nothing but just physically whatever we appear in biology. You have comment physical give a physical comments on specimen. You just heard this word, I think, right? So these are, that means physically whatever we see, solid, liquid, all the things we will study in this branch, that is physical chemistry, right? So next is industrial chemistry. One more time or branch, that is industrial chemistry. This chemistry plays a very important role to fulfill all the domestic needs for our home, for ourselves, right? So without industry nowadays, one, we cannot imagine our life very easily, right? Why? Because we require everything, right? Starting from soap or from paste, right? Everything we get from the chemistry called industrial chemistry. We have shampoo industry, soap industries, like, so they have some principles. I mean, principle procedures, we can say. With that procedure, by taking those that procedure, they add the required amount of chemicals, and then they produce. I mean, they get as a product like soap, like shampoo. They have their procedures. It is a branch of chemistry which deals with the study of industrial procedures, right? Industrial procedure, which deals with the study of industrial procedures. Industrial procedures. So, for preparation of shampoo, we have its particular procedure. Right? Procedure means what all we need to add and what is the amount we need to add to prepare any chemical thing. I mean, it may be a preparation of cement, it may be a preparation of pesticides, it may be a preparation of drugs, it may be a preparation of many other things, right? Without this industrial chemistry, one, we cannot get oil also, right? So hair oil, like we say, that is the most important part in case of industrial chemistry, one we can say, right? So with their particular procedures, they go through they go through the procedure, and they produce, or they get what are the requirement, or what are the required products are there, right? So with this, we will conclude today's class. So in next class, we will see analytical chemistry as well as biochemistry. And later, we will move to the other part of your syllabus, right? Thank you.